I'm muted. I'm unmuted. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Thursday morning call. And it's so fun to see you all and to be seen. Rob and I are very excited. We're going to share a little bit of highlights from the 20th anniversary cruise. And yes, that is the ship we were on behind me. Just a little boat that, with 4,500 passengers and a crew of another couple thousand people. And about 475 of those passengers were LifeWave brand partners. So we had, a significant impact. And there was a lot of recruiting going on that ship, I promise you, over those 7 days. The people in the spa, everybody in the spa got patched by everybody that got treatments in the spa. It was really quite fun. But, it's interesting. This was the second LifeWave cruise Robin and I have been on. We went on one 5 years ago for the 15th anniversary cruise.
Should have come that picture.
And we're standing out on the dock, a background very similar to what you see right here with Kai and Lynette. And Kai says, you see that ship? He says, pretty soon, Gregory.
Your organization.
Your organization already is the size of all the passengers on that ship. Because, we were just getting started. We had an organization that, had several thousand people in it. He says, but someday you're going to have a whole fleet of ships.
5 years later.
5 years later, our organization would fill a fleet of ships. But it was an amazing trip. And what we'd like to do is just share some pictures with you. Robin's going to narrate. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So hold on just a second. And she's going to move. She's going to move over and be with me on the ship. So the pictures are
you might have to do it, honey.
Hold on a second. I've got to rearrange the pictures.
Okay. So while we're waiting for the rearrangement,
yes.
Just so everyone knows a little context, we landed in Bologna, Italy, and we spent a few days with several of our teammates there, had a great time. And then we took a bus to Ravenna, where we went to the port and picked up the ship and met the other 475 people. And so we spent a week on board. They had several stops: Santorini, Mykonos, Athens, and the final stop was in Croatia. And
Wow.
so we're starting out at the port here. So how do you?
Okay, now I'll go ahead and share my screen. Hold on. And let's see.
So this is not one of the biggest ships. It's kind of a medium in the fleet of Royal Caribbean. They have
this is the wrong picture. Hold on a
they
second.
have a huge one coming out with 8,000, twice the size of this. So we were glad that we were on this one, that it wasn't that big. Okay.
Hold on a second.
So while he's finding the photos, so we had a day at sea, and then a port, and then another port, and then day at sea, and David joined us in Athens, and we had a 3-hour business session with the corporate staff, and they shared some wonderful things that are going on that you're going to be hearing about as time rolls on. We'll be sharing certain things. So let's see. I think we're there.
Okay, I think I finally got it. I had it all teed up.
Okay, so he's sharing the screen now. So our first port was in Santorini, and Greece in the summer is hot. So we may not look like we're sweating, but we were sweating. And there's over 1,000 Greek islands, and we went to a few of them, and this is one of the great views looking down. So let's go to the next slide. So Santorini is well known for white buildings with blue tops, and it looks like snow when you're arriving, and it's pretty desolate. Barely do you ever see any kind of green anywhere. But it was really picturesque and quite amazing to be in Santorini. And so let's move on to, So this is Gregory and I in Santorini, and you can see a whole bunch of the other islands, and we're trying to stay cool. We wore our hats. We got these lovely LifeWave hats.
Mhm.
Is this what they're seeing, or is this?
They're seeing the shared screen.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
okay, good. Okay, good.
Okay.
And we were with Kai and Lynette, and everyone was wearing hats, which you needed a hat because it was intensely sunny and wonderful, and we had great time. I think every one of you know that Kai made the phone call to us that changed our life, gave our sponsorship away.
You're muted. Can't hear you, Robin.
Okay.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you, Sunshine. So for people that don't know, most of you do know, Kai's the one who made the phone call to us, and he wasn't active at the time, so he gave my sponsorship. Gregory wasn't active either, to Dr. Nicholas, who was active. And so we had a table in the dining room every night with Kai, Lynette, Dr. Nicholas and his wife, Dr. Misty, and the two of us sitting at the window, having a wonderful dinner every night. So it was great to be with our upline.
Mhm.
Okay, and so a few more pictures. They have amazing shows. They had this aerial show, and this is just a picture from that on the ship. They have ice skating shows. They have,
Huge theater in there. It's like being, in some regards, like some of it's like being in Las Vegas with these wonderful, amazing shows. There's another picture of the boat.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a picture of the man that's responsible for all of this, our beloved David Schmidt. And he was so gracious, so generous, and it was just so wonderful to spend quality time with him and hear some of his inspirational talks.
And because of all of you, we were one of the top point earners on the cruise. And there was a private dinner with David. He had 2 dinners. So we were with 4 couples and David, us and 3 other couples. And this is where
That first night, it was the top 4 point earners. Well, actually, no, it wasn't, but
they
we were the 4th highest point earner on the whole cruise, and
because of you.
because of you, and so thank you, thank you, thank you. So we were, surprised and delighted and recognized for being that.
Yeah, so David shared a lot of wonderful things, and he comes from this space of gratitude. We say thank you to him. He goes, wait, 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 wait. I want to thank you. We wouldn't be here without you. And he always does that. So this next picture is just a little scene on the ship. This is called the Promenade, and they had an 80s party, and there's a band on the bridgeway over there, and everyone's dressed up, dancing wildly, and there's an unlimited amount of things to do every day and every night.
Mhm.
And we were just walking by. We didn't quite participate. It was just a little thing that reminded us we're on the 20th cruise. And then they did a wonderful business meeting, and this is one of the slides. And this is really, what we're all about is our business. By lifting others is how we rise. And
this slide comes from a presentation. It was Ryan Barson, who's our Senior Vice President of Global Sales, who's going to be a special guest with us. On Monday evening, we're going to have a number of the senior leaders that were on the cruise with us sharing highlights from the cruise. So this is just a snapshot here this morning for you folks, because we just wanted to do this. But Ryan is going to give that same presentation he gave on the cruise, where he was saying we rise by lifting others up. He'll be doing that live on our Monday night call. So everyone's going to want to be with us Monday night.
And if any of you have ever been on a cruise, you come back to your cabin after dinner and they create these wonderful towel creations. Well, they did this one, and this was topped them all.
Yeah.
They created this wonderful little creature with glasses and reading our book. I mean,
my glasses, you just notice the same glasses I'm wearing.
Yeah, it was just really fun. It was really fun. And there's Dr. Nicholas, if you guys don't know Dr. Nicholas, and Dr. Misty, and he's been wanting her to quit the practice because he got the taste of freedom and the lifestyle from this business, and he is all in. So we're going to be working more closely with him. Very exciting, wonderful to be with him. There's our beloved Connie and Barry. We spent a lot of time with them. And our last port was Croatia.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to a national park. I mean, these waterfalls were all over the place. It was crazy, amazing. And then as we're walking, he told us we'd come across these water wheels. And then we have the power of the patch. Look at him. Look at how strong he is. Man, is he good. Yeah. So that's a little taste, not too much, just to bring you along with us. We definitely missed you. And it is, when we went on the 15th, I had just started in the business when the 15th anniversary cruise was happening. And I love qualifying for these trips. So that was our very first one. And we actually had 30 people there. On our first cruise. Different qualifications in this one, and there will be a 25th cruise. So we want to be with you guys. It's so fun out and have fun and dance. And we should have put you guys probably saw the picture of Gregory. It was a video. They had a silent disco. So everyone's wearing headsets, listening to different music, dancing up a storm. And those of us watching, then Gregory put the headset on and he went wild. And I put it on my personal Facebook page. I don't know if I put it on the Live Younger. I should, but I got like 1,200 views. It's
It's
really
the first time I've ever seen silent disco. And and so we're sitting, in one of the lounges, and it's nice and quiet there, but everybody's wearing these headsets that have lights on, and they're dancing up a storm on the dance floor. And we're sitting there casually. So I went and got a set of the headsets because I had to see what they're doing. And when you put it on, it's like going through a transformation. All of a sudden, you're in this major concert going on. So it was very fun. So we wanted to share that with you as just kind of a starter for today's call. What we really wanted to share with you is a couple other things. We want to talk about the new packs. Many of you might have seen, some of you probably didn't. There was an email went out yesterday morning and talking about the new starter packs that are going to be implemented about 5 weeks from now on September 30th, Monday morning, September 30th. And we got a preview of them on the cruise, and we were able to get our hands on the slideshow that Meredith Burkus did for the 475 of us that were in the theater, getting this preview. And we'd like to share that with you here today. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again. And this information that we're going to share here, most of it is in that email that went out yesterday. In addition to the email, there's a Q&A about the new enrollment packs. Some really nice changes have been made, simplification and enhancements that I'm going to briefly go through with all of you right now today.
Talk about the focus piece before you start.
Robin wants to talk about the focus piece.
Well, right now we have two other focuses. So this is just a quick overview, but the main focus right now is for people, and we're going to talk about this, that are wanting to qualify to be recognized at the conference. We have a deadline of September 15th, which is before these are launched. And we also have people that have a deadline of September 1st, those that are going for Punta. The Punta Cana points. So we're going to talk about that a little bit also.
Yeah.
But this is just to keep you all informed. And Greg is going to do a great overview.
So I'm going to do a brief overview. In the second half of the call, we can do some Q&A. But again, these don't implement for 5 weeks. There's no change in our business operations right now. But these are the changes that are coming. And since it was announced to everyone, I thought we'd just walk through the changes. So let me briefly just talk about why we've changed the enrollment packs. And there's 3 reasons: to address regulatory concerns, number 2, to streamline the sign-up process, and the third is to encourage people to step up and buy the premium packs. So the first is to address regulatory concerns. Ranked titles need to be decoupled from enrollment packs. So you're going to see we're no longer going to have silver and gold as a title or as the pack name or diamond. So, and here's a very exciting: sponsoring bonuses are going to be paid to the sponsor in all packs. That means if you're brand new today and you sell a diamond pack today, you're going to get the full diamond pack bonus.
Yay!
As opposed to having to buy a diamond pack or to be its a senior director. So, and you're going to see some slightly reduced PIB amounts to reduce the motivation for pure recruitment and shift some of the focus to onboarding and retention. Okay, so that's And my cursor has gone away here. Gosh, where is it? There it is. The second, so now we're going to talk to streamline the sign-up process. And we're moving to a 3-tier structure, a good, better, best. So we're going to be dropping the bronze and the platinum pack, and we're going to have what used to be silver, gold, and diamond with new names. So the most three popular packs were selected. The 3-pack model is already reflected in the InTouch app. So these are the same structure that's already built into the app. And the higher BV amounts on the packs is going to make a difference. So it's going to accelerate people to be able to start cycling faster. And to encourage more premium pack sales, and I'm just going to say heads up, some of the fastest growing groups in the company are focusing on the premium packs, which is our diamond pack. That's a new name for diamond pack. It provides the best discount, as we all know. The bigger the pack, the bigger the discount. It offers the highest overall BV to price ratio, and it encourages skin in the game. In our business, you can't sell from an empty wagon, but you don't need a truckload either. But it's nice to have some product to use, product to share, product to sell, and product to sample. So let's just jump in and let's talk about the key changes. Right here is going to be the removal of bronze and platinum packs, and the new packs are going to have new names. So that's the reduction in packs. Number 2, product induction. That's a typo. Product introduction bonus, PIB induction. The PIB will be paid on the core, advanced, and premium. That's the new names for silver, gold, and diamond, core, advanced, and premium. We'll go to that in more detail in just a couple of minutes. And that'll be paid fully to the seller. Unlike before, if you were a brand new partner and you sold a diamond pack, you'd make 200, and that other 300 of the 500 would be distributed, to the upline. Now the seller gets all of the PIB. Now here's something new I want to point out. The brand partners need to be compensation plan active, meaning you've got at least 55 PV in 31 days to receive the PIB. This is a change because previously you could get a PIB without having any PV. So they've made a change. This is compensation. You don't have to have 2 legs to get PIB like you do for the cycle bonus, but you need to be active with at least an order, a personal order, or a customer order within 31 days. Okay. So the bonus updates, the Diamond Platinum Fast Start bonus is removed, as I just said. So now the seller gets all of the bonus. The cycle bonus has changed because before, to get cycle bonus, you need to have personally sponsored a bronze or above on each leg. That's no longer the case. Right now, you can personally sponsor an active bronze. Well, that's going away. Now you just need to have 2 active people, which could be 55 PV. They don't have to buy a
$300 kit.
A $300 kit, or they don't have to be a bronze. The bronze title is going away. Here's another exciting enhancement. His 3rd level matching bonus is going to be much more achievable. You'll no longer need 3 personally sponsored silver legs to participate in the 3rd level matching bonus. All you need is 3 personally sponsored active brand partners. Okay, so they've simplified and made easier access for the matching bonus. And rank requirement updates for manager and director will now require a lifetime rank of 300 PV instead of a gold pack. And this is lifetime rank, and we'll go into more detail, but means you could do 100 PV a month over 3 months, and boom, you'd have the 300 required for a manager. Or you might choose to buy a pack that'll give it to you on day 1, or maybe so you could qualify at the manager level, but there's no pack required for purchase, where before you had to purchase a gold pack to move up to the rank. So for existing gold and above packs, I got to move this over just slightly. For existing gold and above pack purchases at the time the new packs are launched, the pack will still meet the manager rank qualifications. So you're not going to be downgraded. And at the manager and director qualifications will no longer require silver legs, but instead they're just going to require active brand partners. So for manager, instead of needing three, uh, for manager and three active, and for manager, two active brand partners, and for director, three active brand partners. Okay. So we'll go into that in more detail, but I just want to move through this quickly. Do you want to say something?
I do. If you want to have access to this PowerPoint, it's in your back office and it's available to everyone.
Oh, it is now?
Yes. Can I
Okay.
show where? You want to let me switch
Well,
screen?
not
or-
right now.
Okay.
Not
So
right now.
just go into your back office, click on resources, and then click on account management. And when you get there, you can just scroll down to where it says enrollment pack information. There's a whole huge enrollment pack FAQ. I did put that in the Facebook group, so it's already
Okay.
there, but the PowerPoint is also there.
So that's new news because we were given this PowerPoint and it says confidential information, do not record or distribute, internal use only. So the version I have was the internal use one that Meredith was gracious enough to share with us, but
It's available- the
it's
same
now
thing.
available, the same thing. Hopefully they got that one typo fixed, but
Let's see here.
Gregory and Robin, this is Liz, and I am going to make it even simpler than that. I'm going to add this video onto our What's New page when it's finished rendering, along with the two files.
Great.
beautiful.
Thank you,
Thank you
Liz.
so much,
We
Liz.
love you, Liz.
They did fix the product introduction bonus.
So here's the new pack structure. There'll be a starter pack, which is just a $25 enrollment fee. It's not really a pack, but they're calling it that. It's a $25 enrollment fee, and you're a brand partner, and you can buy anything and everything you want. And you can buy a core pack, which is the current silver, advanced pack, or premium pack. Good, better, best. So I think we're going to see a lot more gold packs being sold because people tend to go in the middle, and we're going to see a lot more premium packs being sold because it's not so complicated. So we've discontinued the bronze pack. We've discontinued the platinum pack. They're still available until through the end of the day on September 29th, Sunday, September 29th. But I got my dates wrong. No, I
No,
have
you're
them
right.
I
You're
have it
right.
right. So Monday, September 30th, the new packs go into effect. So they got some new graphics that go along with it. Starter pack, $25, no changes, no BV. It just is what it is. Current bronze kit, bye-bye, it's gone. The core pack is current silver. So here in the left side is current silver, and here's the new. So here's some changes. It's being reduced by $4.95. So it's no longer $299.95. It's only $295. The PIB is being slightly reduced, and the BV is being slightly increased. So, give a little, take a little.
And you
Okay.
get paid more.
And you get paid more. Okay. So that's the core pack. The advanced pack, which is the current gold pack, the old pack was, here's a significant change. This was a little confusing. You get 5 + 1 or 11. They've upped it. Now you get 6 or 12. Okay. So in order to do that, they increased the price by $35. They increased the BV by $25. So you can see you buy a gold pack, it qualifies you at that 300 points, which is necessary to get the manager. Or you can buy any mix of products over any period of time, over any number of orders. And once you get to 300 points, that meets that one qualification for manager. Of course, there's some other qualifications, but you've met the personal volume qualification. And they reduced the PIB slightly to cover the additional cost of the additional pack in there and the additional BV. Okay. So that's the gold pack, and the current platinum bye-bye. That one's gone. No sense looking at that. But the new premium pack, which is the old diamond pack, the price was increased by $150, but notice it went up from 19 plus 1 to 20 or 40. So it's a real simple number. You buy a premium pack, you get 20 X39s and X49s or 40 of the other lower cost products. So they increased the price. The BV was increased from 610 to 745. So significant increase in BV. That's 135 additional BV. They added an extra sleeve, as I said, and they reduced the PIB, the product introduction bonus, from 500 to 405. And the inside track is the diamond pack was so rich and lucrative. The company was actually, it was a break even, almost a loss product. It wasn't structured, it was making the field a lot more money that was making the company, and they had to balance that out a little bit. So they had to reduce the PIB a little bit. But the good news is now you could be a brand new brand partner on day one, sell a diamond pack on day two. As long as you have your 55 PV, you're going to get the full PIB bonus. So I think that's really exciting. Now, another important thing to mention about the premium pack, which was like the diamond pack, there was a trickle logic stays in place. So 525 points of that 745 is applied in month one. Then 2 additional months of 110 PV each, totaling 745. So when someone buys a premium pack, they are qualified for 90 days, month one, month two, and month three. So they need no additional orders like the diamond pack currently did. However, the diamond pack, the way they did it, they forced ranked you to the senior presidential level, senior executive level, and they're no longer doing that. They're just saying, okay, the trickle order, just like the trickle orders work on our maintenance packs, the premium pack is considered also to have a trickle order. So these are our 3 new enrollment kits.
I have an important, I was reading the FAQs, and this will feed over into the Punta points. If someone has purchased a platinum pack, they cannot upgrade to diamond. That's a really important thing. So I invite everyone to reach out to anyone you have that has a platinum, because the only way they can get a diamond pack as for the difference of price is right now until September 29th.
They can, to restate that, they can update to diamond, but once this goes into effect, they cannot upgrade to premium.
Correct.
Yes.
From a platinum. They'd have to start from scratch.
But the upgrades will work for everything else. So core can upgrade to advanced,
Right.
advanced can
That's
upgrade to
fine.
premium.
That's fine.
So the upgrade feature remains intact.
Yes, except if you have a bronze or a platinum. So it's a good thing to reach out to those people right now. And for those of you going for Punta points, there's 4 points for a diamond kit. And someone who has a platinum, let them know now, because it'll be a great value and you get 4 points.
Yep. Cool. So I think that's the end of it here. Let me, so new rank qualifications for manager, active status, must have before had to purchase a gold pack. Now a lifetime PV of 300 will be required, which is a lot simpler. And personally sponsored 2 active brand partners in your left leg and 2 active brand partners in your right leg, as opposed to 2 silvers on the left, 2 silvers on the right. So that the silver requirement's gone away and they're just active brand partners. So it's going to make it a lot easier for people to rank up to manager. Okay.
And director. And
And
you need
director.
2 directors to get to the top of the plan.
And director qualifications, I'm in trouble here. Must be, of course, you must be active. Before you had to purchase a gold pack, and now just a lifetime PV of 300. So again, the requirement to buy a silver or gold pack goes away. Rolling now to become a director, your PV needs to go just as currently from 55 requirement to 110. And you now need 3 active brand partners in your left leg, 3 active personally sponsored in your right leg, as opposed to 3 active silvers in your left and right leg. You still need 1 personally sponsored manager in your left leg and 1 personally sponsored manager in the right leg, but it's going to be a lot easier to get those 2 managers than it was before. So our manager training is going to have to be changed, and we'll be working on that over the next 30 days. So when this goes into effect, we'll focus that next week on all the qualification changes. But I learned something a long time ago in life and in business, and all distractions are equal. So I wouldn't recommend dwelling too much on this with your team. And that's why Liz is going to make this video available. If they want to know more, they can go to the and download. They'll be able to go to the What's New section in Live Younger Success, watch this segment of the video, and they'll be able to download the Q&A and download the PowerPoint. But right now, we need to keep our focus on the business at hand. It's a really dicey decision when to discuss changes before or when they're implemented, because if sometimes you discuss changes before they're implemented, people go into the paralysis of analysis, wondering what's going on. So our goal was to give you enough information so you could feel confident about these changes, but we don't have to. You don't have to understand, everything about it right now. You got 5 weeks to learn about it, and so with that being said, I'll take a couple of quick questions. Then we're going to shift to talk about Punta Cana. And Dolly, you got your hand up first, so go ahead, please.
I'm sorry, I didn't know I had my hand up.
Okay.
But I brought this up last night and they told me, thank you for reading your corporate emails, but we'll get to this later. So I'm the kind of person that gets involved in all this stuff. So I'm going to do what you said and just relax until the time comes to do it.
Yay.
Amen. Thank you, Dolly. I ought to pay you for saying that.
Well, I wish you could pay me to get rid of this stuff around me. Thank you, guys. You're just wonderful, both of you, and I so appreciate that.
Oh,
thank
you're
you.
so
Your
welcome.
kindness is palpable, and it's absolutely necessary. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Oh, Liz, go ahead, please.
Gregory and Robin, there's several questions in the chat. So if you want to pull those up and
Well,
maybe
what I'd
address.
like to do is I'm going to hold off on the questions because I think we want to jump into the next part of today's discussion, and we'll open it up for Q&A. I'm afraid we're going to drill down and end up not covering what I think is the
Okay.
most important part of today's call. And
That's
that
fine,
is-
but there's one question I think that does need to be addressed.
Go
This
ahead.
does not affect personal customers or customers.
Not at all.
Oh, you got muted again.
Sorry.
Hey, you better stop doing that. All right. Yeah, no, it doesn't affect personal customers at all. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't affect your customer bonuses at all.
So are we still offering PC? You can join as a preferred customer. Are we still offering that in
Oh,
September?
100%. And you know what? You're probably your personal customer, incentive is going to go up a little bit because you make $20 when you sign somebody up as a PC. You make $15 if you sign them up,
As a core.
as a core, as a core pack. So, you make more money from your customers, but customers can't earn money. Okay.
Right.
So, we're not going to be, encouraging people to convert their customers to brand partners because you make more money on them. It's actually the opposite. You make more money from your customers. But, I analogize it that, customers are like silver and you want as many as you can get, but brand partners are like gold and they're worth 10 times as much. So,
I'm going to be leaving.
oh, Robin's going to be leaving. So we're going to go over the next part real quick because she's going to cover that. We're going to talk, and I'm going to just take us off a spotlight so we can see everybody. And we're going to talk about Punta Cana.
So we're in the final stretch here. I hope everyone's using your tracker. Those of you that have made the decision you want to go. This is the final days. There's what, 10 days now?
10 days. In 10 days,
Yeah.
Punta Cana qualification period is over.
And what I just learned, it changed everything for me. So I just did a search on my back office. You want to find out where you are and where you need to go and what the point difference is. And then my suggestion is to go into your personally enrolled team and find out anyone who has a platinum kit. That's what I would do first. This is your most leveraged opportunity. Let them know they will no longer be able to upgrade to diamond. And if they want to take advantage, they need to do it soon, like really soon. You can give them a deadline of September 1st, even though it's a little bit later. And you could get 4 points for them upgrading because they'll get a great value and that opportunity will be lost. But do a sort in the paid as rank and then look at all your bronzes, silvers, and golds. And if any of those people, look where the juice is, see who's active, let them know of the opportunity to upgrade. And from that position, you can earn a lot more points. I went over it with one of our teammates yesterday, and we saw opportunity that I didn't think she saw before. And so it is, I think we had 6 or 8 points left, and we're going to be way over now because I've got several people with platinum kits that I think are going to go to diamond. So that'll be fabulous. And so the other thing is to go to the rank advancements under your organization, see who's close to a rank, because you get points for that. So those are your most leveraged activities to get your points. And so that handles the Punta points. The other thing is to be recognized. You want to say something?
Yeah, I want to say something about Punta points. If it would have been up to me, I would not have announced the new packs till after the Punta qualification
Right.
was over, because we risk getting people distracted trying to figure all this out. Where I'm going to recommend to all of you and everybody on your team, each one of you should know everyone on your team that's going for Punta Cana and who's not. And the people that are going for it, that's who you need to focus with for the next 10 days to help them get there, whether you're going for it or not. Because one of the things that everyone that's gone on any of the previous LifeWave trips will attest to, once you go on one, you'll never miss another.
You'll never want to miss
And
another.
you'll never want to miss another. And there's this 10-day window where miracles happen when you put focus and attention on it.
And
Okay.
intention.
Intention.
Because miracles can happen. I mean, we ended up having to spend the night in Minneapolis on the way home. Unexpected. The plane was still there. They closed the gate, and
So
blah,
we missed
blah,
our
blah.
connecting
We
flight.
missed our connecting flight, spent the night, ended up on a flight, and I bonded with the flight attendant who was so excited about LifeWave he could hardly stand himself. That wouldn't have happened.
Robin
I-
spent most of the flight in the galley with the flight attendant, and he's so fired up about joining LifeWave, he can hardly stand it. So, God doesn't close the door without opening a window. But I just want to encourage all of us to put a full court press, if you will, on working with the willing, working with the people that are close to the goal and working with people that are committed to the goal. And we sit here right now, but we stand with you to support you any way and every way we can for these next 10 days, 3-way calls, anything else we can do. And this is what you should be doing with your team, is make sure people don't get too distracted with the new packs and miss Punta Cana as a result of it. So that's why, I think the most, again, if it was my company, I would have released this the day after Punta Cana, qualification was over instead of 10 or 11 days before. But that just now
Points.
yeah. So now but now it's up to you to make a decision where you're going to focus. And I'm just encouraging all of us to help anyone that is within reach or that's committed to the goal to be on to be in Costa Rica, not Costa Rica, Dominican Republic in November with us, because we're going to be there, and I hope to see most of you there with us. So those are the things we wanted to cover. So at this point, we could go. We still have another 20 minutes for the call. Robin had to leave. She has an appointment away from the home, so she's out. But I'll just, is there anyone that was on the director's call yesterday that wanted to chime in and share any perspective on the PACs before we open it up for general discussion? Otherwise, you just raise your hand and we'll go through the questions that are, Liz, maybe you could go through the chat and pick out the questions in the chat that we need to address for me. Lavelle, I knew I could count on you. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, Greg. So can we clarify the new pack title or paid as? Did they explain? Is that explained in? Because I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but because we just want to make sure that people understand that.
Well, right now you're paid as a manager, you're paid as a director, and your title, you need to have a title of silver to get to manager, title of gold, or title of gold to get to manager. You don't need that anymore. You just need active. So the PAC titles are going away, okay? But the rank achievement titles are going to be the primary measuring rod that you'll see in the back office.
So that means that we will have, so your lifetime rank, as long as you're active, will be just the same thing as paid as. Is that correct?
Your lifetime rank is not the same as paid as, because you must, let's say you're a manager, that could be your lifetime rank, but if you don't meet the manager qualifications this week, you're not paid as a manager this week.
With the new title, with the new packs coming out, will it be the same or different?
It's going to be the same. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. You still have to meet those requirements. Okay.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
Okay. Thank you so much for that clarification.
Okay, so Gregory, one of the questions in the chat is, will they be ranking us up automatically for those that would have automatically qualified? And I think that what they're referencing is, if I've had 300 points or higher lifetime, will that then automatically complete that qualification?
I don't have the answer to that. That came up yesterday on the director's call, and that's a question I have. We have a call later today with Garrett to clarify that, if that will automatically upgrade. I believe so, but I don't. It's not official.
Okay, before we go on to the next chat question, I think Ava Rose has her hand up.
Hey, Eva, go ahead, please.
Hi, Gregory. Can you tell me where we see the 100 or 300 points for different for different?
I don't know if it's there yet, because that's going to have to be a new field. It's a cumulative personal volume. So I suspect that's not. We're not going to be able to see that right now.
Okay.
However, if you go in and look at somebody's order history, it's going to have it there. So if you go click on them in the binary tree, look at their profile, then go click on order history, you'll be able to see it all there, figure it out.
In their profile?
Yeah. Yeah. So the simplest way is to go to your binary tree, find the person that you're wanting to look at, and then when you click on them, they're then at the top of the binary tree that you're looking at. And then you can go look at their profile from there.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. So I would imagine that, the partner back officer says, your next rank, it'll show that you have 250 points, you need 50 more points, so they're going to have to do some changes to the back office reporting for us personally, so people know when they hit the 300, and you'll be able to tell the people that are deficient. So there'll probably be another column that'll show up in some of the reports.
Okay, so the next question or clarification is, do you get 4 points on your own diamond upgrade? It
I
wouldn't
think
be on your own diamond upgrade.
I don't think
You
so.
only get points when somebody on your personally sponsored.
Yeah.
I thought Corolla put in the chat that she'd already done that and got her 4 points.
Sorry, I misread it.
Oh,
It's the other
okay.
way around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's for selling, for personally sponsored members, brand partners that upgrade, you get points. You don't get points for your own upgrades towards Punta Cana, Punta points. Great. What else, Liz?
Let's see. I'm trying to see if this is a question again from Carol. Because some people got hung up to be paid as SPD level, that's why they never upgraded to diamond. I love this change. There is never a better price than upgrading to the next kit before taking part in a discount.
Perfect.
So that,
So
and
true.
then we answered the question about the PCs and customers already.
And Ravel's got her hand up. So go ahead, Ravel.
Gregory, thank you for mentioning and for the presentation today. It was great. A couple of weeks ago, I think you mentioned it's a good time to step up activity. And so that motivated me to speak to one more person a day. And I'm really glad I did that because I'm finding more so now, certainly since a few years ago, that people already are in LifeWave or they have a contact and they know about X39. So, and given the changes that are coming down and the new technology, it's just such a good time to step up that daily method of operation. And I see what you're saying too about a distraction now that we're, coming into the final stretch for the trip incentive. I guess one benefit is that we can go into our back office and do what Robin suggested in terms of people who are platinums and could upgrade to diamond and would give us more time to do that. But anyway, I just wanted to make that observation. Thanks so much for it is a good time because more and more people are hearing about us.
Yep. There's fallow ground, the word's getting out. And so sometimes people need to hear it 2, 3, 4 times before they say yes. And you might talk to somebody that's heard it once or twice from somebody else, but they wanted to hear it from you. Eva, did you have another question or comment?
Yeah, when we get 1 point per week when we're paid as rank for the Punta Cana. So if we're went manager and then you go in this time frame and then went to director and then end up going back to manager, paid as rank, what happens with that point? If you
Well,
flipping back and forth.
Yeah, you could get 2 points one week and 1 point another week.
Okay, I thought
Let me look at the chart. Let me pull my, yeah.
Gregory, you only get 2 points once you're senior
Yeah, executive director. So
executive.
You get
Yeah,
point every week that you're a manager, director, or senior director. And if you missed a week, you just lost that 1 point. But if you're back at manager next week, you get another point for that week.
okay, so if you're flipping from manager director, you're still getting that 1 point.
Yep.
Okay. All right, thanks.
Because manager, director, and senior director all get 1 point.
Okay.
So if you fell below manager, you may miss 1 point. But if you get back to manager, and you might have somebody, if someone were, going back and forth from executive director to senior director, they might get 2 points this week at executive director, 1 point next week. Like Lavelle is an executive director. If he fell out of qualification and fell back down to senior director, he'd only get 1 point this week where he's back in qualification and he doesn't fall out of qualification. So I don't want to give everybody wrong
Yeah.
impression, But that's what. So good question. Thanks for asking, Eva.
Thanks.
And that prompted Lavelle to raise his hand. Go ahead, brother.
What I see with the new packaging and the new structure
Yes.
is that the company is really sharing the wealth because more people will start cycling and the check
Yes.
match is easier. So people
Yes.
will make more money. And that's what everyone needs to put in really at the forefront of their mind. You can make a lot of money now with their easier qualifications.
More easier.
Go ahead.
And, yeah. And they did extensive modeling. You know, they just didn't pull these out of the sky. I mean, they've been modeling different, you know, the fine points of these changes for months now before, you know, we were talking to Meredith about this, you know, the old adage, measure twice, cut once. We measured 5 times before we made these changes.
This is going to be really attractive. If you really, this is really attractive. This will
Yeah.
attract a lot of people.
Yeah, these are good enhancements. I don't call them changes. I like the word enhancement. We've made some significant enhancements to the compensation plan. Take the word change out of your vocabulary. Okay, any other questions on in the chat, Liz?
Yes, Janice is asking, and you can address this. Could you tell me when and where the director's call is? And she is saying that she is a director.
The director's call is sent out by me to everyone that's on our director's list. And so,
She needs to send you her email to make sure that she's on the list.
yes, if you do that, I'll resend it. I sent it out this morning. I had it ready and attempted to send it yesterday. It got stuck in my outbox for some reason, probably because I forgot to hit send. But it did go out this morning. The recording is done. So Janice, if you send me your email address, I'll send you the link. Any questions?
Okay. Carola's asking, the price for the patches stay the same, only in the enrollment and maintenance kits price will change.
Yeah, there's no change in any of the patch prices. Only changes is in the pack prices, PIB and BV.
Okay, that looks like it's it.
Okay. Hey, Sunshower.
Good morning. Wow. I love these enhancements. And I think folks that have considered manager a bit tough to get to because of the requirement of, you know, silvers, you know, a certain number of silvers and all that. Now it's just active brand partners. Good heavens. And some volume requirements. Not so tough anymore. We're going to have managers popping up all over the place. Hey, how's recognition going to be at convention? Oh my God.
Will the whole room please rise? Yeah, very true. Okay. We've got a couple more minutes. Any last minute questions or comments from anyone? Now's a good time.
Hey, CAP is easy the way to do it. Core, advanced, premium, CAP. We won't forget it now. Put your thinking cap on.
All right.
One thing we wanted to remind everyone is be paying attention about your renewals. One thing that's what we talked about. You want to go over that a little bit, Gregory?
Yeah, thank you for reminding me, Lavelle. We talked about that yesterday in the director's call. The renewal period is now upon us. Some people got letters last month because their renewal period is this month. Or the renewal. Let me rephrase that. Some people got letters in August because the renewal period is September. Robin and I will be getting a renewal letter in September because our renewal period is October. So just be on the lookout for it. And you want to watch enrollment dates of some of your team members to make sure that, you know, people are reading their emails and doing their not their upgrades, their renewals. Great.
Corolla
Well-
has a hand up.
Oh, go ahead, Linda. Oh, Corolla, you had your hand up first. Go ahead.
Just to clarify about the diamond upgrade, if people upgrade right now, are they still active for the 14 weeks as of
100%. Yep, no change in that.
Mhm.
And you get the 4 points and they get, the extra product. And so
like the 14 weeks of active, even if the switch happens, that's probably some questions people
that
might have.
stays in effect.
Yeah.
If they upgraded to Diamond on September 29th, they're going to be active for the next 14 weeks going forward.
Thanks.
Hi, Linda.
Hey, so when you talk about renewals, are you referring to brand partners or PCs, preferred customer?
Brand
Okay.
partner renewal, the $25, they've implemented an annual $25 renewal fee on your anniversary date. Which is just kind of an industry standard, and they just weren't doing it for some reason or another. But now it's being implemented.
So how will
So-
that come across? Will they bill that or will they take it out of your pay or?
So when it's your renewal period, you're going to get a letter. You're going to get several letters, emails from them. But when you go in your back office, it's going to remind you your renewal. It's up for renewal. Click here to renew.
Oh,
And so they can use their credit card on file, but they'll have to actively go into their back office and click here to renew.
beautiful. Thank you so much.
And Gregory, somebody's asking, so you renew on only on your anniversary, not every September? That's correct. It starts in September for looking to see who came on board in the month of September, and they need to renew in September. Doesn't matter if it was 20 years ago. If they
Right.
signed up on
Yeah.
September of 20 years ago, their renewal going forward will start this September and every annual September renewal after that, forever and ever.
For example, Rob and I signed up in October 2018. That was 6 years ago. And now this would be the first time we're renewing because it's the first time renewal is required. And henceforth, every October, we'll be spending another $25 to renew our distributorship. Linda, oh, your hand's still up. Did you have any more questions or? Okay. Well, good. Well,
And Julianne's asking, the PC Plus is a $15 renewal as well.
I'm not sure about that. Is anybody?
The PCs, I think it's a one time, isn't it? Or is it
No.
annual?
Um,
I don't remember.
PC Plus is annual.
Okay,
that's
that
19.
has nothing to do with what we're talking about
No,
now.
nothing to do with it.
But it's 1995, isn't it, Sunshower?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it's 1995, and if someone stays consistent on a monthly subscription, all 12 months, that 1995 is waived.
There you go. And by being a PC Plus, it entitles them to sell through the 3 and free opportunity.
And then there's another question here. Please explain 300 lifetime PV to qualify as a manager. What happens to bronze partners?
Well, once you have, there's several requirements to become a manager. And one of them is you be active, and the other is it used to have structural requirements. Now to be a manager, you still have the structural requirements, but the 300 PV can be gradual or all at once. You can buy the advanced pack, gets 300 PV, and you've met the PV requirement for manager. You still need the structure requirement. Or you could do 100 a month for 3 months in a row, or you could do $10 a month for 30 months in a row and meet the personal volume. So it's cumulative lifetime personal volume, and personal volume is you and your customers. So I'm sure they're going to have to backdate it. So if somebody hasn't bought the gold pack, but, or excuse
Or
me,
the silver.
the silver pack. But as of September 30th, when this is implemented, they've got 450 points or 301 points. They'll meet the volume requirement for manager, and all they need is the new simplified structural requirements.
Or going forward, they'll have their cumulative volume. Let's say it's just sitting at 250. Once they hit the 300 with a order,
Yes.
whether it's personal or customer, that will then fulfill the 300 point requirement.
Because as I think about it, they do say lifetime cumulative volume. They did say cumulative volume from September 30th. Okay. So it's got to go back. So I think everybody's going to be covered. Everybody on this call for sure is probably all has more than 300 personal volume points. So you meet that qualification, that one part of the manager qualification. Janice, you got your hand up. Go ahead, please.
Thank you for muting me. I appreciate that. So I just was looking at my emails, and I see an email came from LifeWave about an hour ago with some, it said they had some changes or they lacked a few details or important details in the email they sent out yesterday. And it appears like everything you showed in the slide is correct. But when I read down further to more details, it says, existing bronze, silver, and gold brand partners will have the ability to upgrade to the new packs. Brand partners who are platinum will not be eligible for further upgrades. That does not relate to right now, those current platinums, does it? They're just talking about the new packs, right?
Yeah, they're talking about the new packs. So current platinum can upgrade to diamond now through the end of business on September 29th.
Okay, I thought so. I just wanted to confirm that. Thank you.
Yeah, no, thanks for pointing that out. I have to check my email on the updates.
I guess it was because they highlighted in red the number of sleeves in each pack. Like the core is either 3 sleeves of X39 or 49 or 6 product sleeves of another patch. And that was what they highlighted. So I'm assuming they're drawing your attention to that. The advanced pack is just, they're referencing the number of sleeves and what kind of products you get for those.
Okay.
Premium same, but your slideshow had exactly those 6 or 12 and then 20 or 40. So
perfect. Great.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Sunshower.
Just to reiterate, would you talk about the structural requirements for folks to go manager? I'm reading it, but if you'll just reiterate it, please.
Okay, I probably want to bring the slide up because I don't have it consigned to memory.
Do you want me to read it?
Yes, go ahead.
Let's see. For new manager / director, rank qualification will now require a lifetime of 300, which we've been saying. And then it says below, manager and director qualifications will no longer require silver legs. Instead, active brand partners are required 2 for manager, 3 for director. Could you reiterate that?
That's right. So instead of requiring, for manager, you used to require 2 personally sponsored active silvers on each leg. Now you just have to have 2 active brand partners. Could be 55 PV and a $25 starter kit. And for director, you need to have 3 and silvers. And now you just need 3 active brand partners. So you don't have 3 people that spent $299. You have 3 people that spend 55 or 70s, you know, they have 55 PV. So they've changed it from silver, active silvers to just active brand partner.
This is crazy easy now.
It is.
And it's going to have a trickle up effect because guess what? People are going to start cycling sooner because of this, which means then there's going to be matching checks paid to those that are qualified for the matching checks.
Good. Sherry, go ahead, please.
Yes, just asking advice. If I have a personal a PC and thinking about moving into the business, would you recommend they wait till the new or?
No, I would get them involved now because there's no benefit in waiting. You know, the sooner they get started, the better. And as they move forward, it's going to be easier and easier for them to qualify, but there's no benefit for someone holding off, you know, and waiting till the new packs are in place.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, no, very good question. Thank you. Okay, I don't see any other hands up except Janice, and I think yours just didn't go down unless you have something additional you wanted to ask, Janice.
No, that was all. Thank you.
Okay. Well, we're a little past the top of the hour, but this was a juicy call. We covered a lot of ground. And again, I just refresh everybody's memory. Punta point focus. Who on your team is close to the goal? Who on your team is going for the goal? And that's the people you should be spending your time with over the next 10 days. In addition to sponsoring new people, because new people get you points and you want to help your people get points. So that's my recommendation where our folks should be this week. And I'm so grateful we're able to share this all with you and look forward to spending some really quality time with some of you, as many of you as possible, you know, in Dominican Republic for our Punta Cana, you know, all expense paid luxury trip, thanks to LifeWave. So thanks, everybody. Have a blessed day. And if you'd like to unmute now and say your farewells, this is a good time to do that.
Hey, Gregory, give us the hat tip.
All right.
Man, I love
Morning.
that hat.
There it is.
I gotta get me a hat like
Thank you
that.
so much, Gregory.
Have a great day,
Thank you so
everybody.
much.
Thank you.
Wow.
Everybody high.
Incredible information.
Thank you,
You
Gregory.
guys, watch the
Everybody high.
replay.
Bye, Robin.
Bye.
Bye,
Thank
everybody.
you,
Good
everybody.
call, very patient
Sunflower.
answers. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Liz.
Sunflower, nice to see you.
You too.
Bye, everyone. Have a beautiful day.
Bye, have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye now.